Bloodworth just after Wednesday press conference talking about Tomasz Adamek and talking about Kevin McBride. Like you just said, we know one thing about Kevin before the start of this fight. He's going to throw punches because this is the only way he can win.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's a big man. He's a strong man. He believes he can knock Tomasz out, so I will expect him to come forward and try to do his thing,
One of the questions during the press conference was about the motivation. You know, and I know, we both know that Tomasz Adamek is a joy to work with, because this is the guy who is he motivates himself. How much input you needed this time, spending 7 weeks in Pokonos, in Bushkill, to get him motivated, to not him, thinking it's just Kevin McBride.
Well, first of all, anytime you don't take somebody serious, you can end up with a serious problem. So that wasn't a problem with Tomasz. Tomasz took it serious. We worked hard up there. We worked very hard. It's probably one of the best training camps we've had, and had good sparring. And I think Tomasz has improved in a lot of areas, and we'll see how he can handle a guy the size of Kevin Saturday night.
Tomek mentioned that he is a completely different boxer than he was when he fought Andrew Golada 2 years ago, 2009 in Poland. Were you able to see this fight?
Yeah, I did. I saw the fight on YouTube, I think it was. And I think
the biggest difference?
Well, the biggest difference now is his movement. He's moving his head, he's moving his feet. His hands are always fast. He might be a little bit quicker now, I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm excited about this fight. I want to get a good camp, and I want to see how he performs Saturday. I'm excited.
For many of us, I am one of those guys. With all due respect to the previous trainers he got, the biggest jump in what we saw it was since you and first Ronnie Shields, then obviously you jumped into the Tomasz Adamek team. When you joined the team Adamek, when you start working with Tomek, what was your biggest concern? Because you know what you got on the positive side, but what was your biggest concern on the negative side?
Tomasz likes to fight. You hit him, he wants to hit you back immediately. Sometimes that's not always the smartest thing to do. So my biggest concern was to get him to be better defensively. To have some concern for punches coming in. Because when you're fighting heavyweights, one punch can take you out. And so that was my biggest concern, was to get him moving his head and moving his feet, not just stay in one spot.
I remember our conversations, many of them from the last year. Beginning of the last year, a lot of people saying, oh, let's bring the Klitschkos, let's bring the big guns, David Hayes, and so and so. But you were always on the side of the conscious, of let's prepare the guy, so I am 100% sure, and he's 100% sure he can take those, the big guns. How prepared he is right now?
He's very prepared, and that's one thing that this fight is going to show us, how prepared he is. And the other thing too is people don't realize when you move up from light heavyweight to cruiserweight to heavyweight, it takes a bit of time for your body to adjust to that weight. So it's not just a matter of moving up; it's a matter of also letting your body become used to being a heavyweight. So you can weigh 200 pounds or 220 pounds, but if it's not solid, then you got a problem. So part of that was to give him some time to mature as a heavyweight, and also to teach him some things that he needed to learn.
The one thing that Tomasz Adamek has to be not afraid but aware of when fighting Kevin McBride.
The guy can punch, so you have to be aware of what you're doing.